Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is my comments. Since I try to keep it down, nitty-gritty under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very fucking important, and not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people who like to smoke, people like drinking, people like ayahuasca. These videos are not intended for the masses of asses. So listeners' discretion is advised. Listeners' discretion is advised. Listeners' discretion is advised. Now, since I got that message out of the way, if you happen to pop up in my video and you just, I don't like this motherfucker's face. Okay. You know, you can just cursing yourself. You're just fucking yourself. Not everybody's a fucking human, motherfuckers. Please, please, please. Now, if you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put it down below. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put it down below. You can also read the description of this video if you need to be so. If you have any questions about anything, then you ask. Don't make judgment calls before you know someone. Just like a lot of you fools who think certain presidents should be president, but you don't know them from a can of paint. Okay? Just like most of you are fools. Okay? You don't know how the game is played. And the two wings are the same bird. Okay, that's how I see it. Okay, but let's go on with the topic now. For today's topic will be about, I'm your friendly neighborhood Sexologist, and of course, if you don't know what something is, ask me a question. I am the Emerald Pill Man, and I wish a motherfucker would. All right? Okay, now, just the other day, I said before, okay, I think it's good for people to put things in front to help them to become self-aware about things before they happen. It's very important to be truly alpha, to put things on the table, everything on the table, a way out, a good way out, and a bad way out. You got to put those things down because lots of people like to, you give them an inch, but they give you a mile. So I'll give you a great example of what I mean here. Don't get cursed because of the wrong person. I have a reflective hex upon me when I was a very young child. I had to give my blood, my own blood, okay, to make sure the spell works. But it only works when I'm suffering. Kind of like a spawn, the hell spawn. And, you know, the hell spawn, spawn defeated the boss, the Lord of Hell, and he defeated God himself. So what kind of being can defeat God? Okay, it's just a fictitious story, but you may think, and I'm joking around, but I'm not fucking joking, man. When I tell you I have magical abilities, okay, and then people just laugh at me. Like I talk to people beforehand, before I get involved. Like I'll tell you about myself, and then you'll just look at me and laugh. Like, yeah, you're full of shit. And I said, I'll give you a second chance to deal with that, okay? But you're not cursed when you do that the first time. Because naturally, when you hear someone talk, you don't really know them, so it's best not to really hang around that individual. Like this one guy who I was just talking to, his name is Nebab or something like that. He just started talking to me, and I was telling him about my inner voices and my Holy Spirit. The Bible clearly tells you, and also other religions, beware to those who bring folly and problems upon my children. Every religion talks about this. There are children of God who have certain special abilities, so that does not make them truly human. Okay. All right, when I was younger, I overcame fear because I felt it was an obstacle to free oneself from this realm. You're in this realm because you're like moths to flame. But this is a great example. I'll give you a great example of my magic, okay, which actually fucking happened immediately as soon as it happened, okay. And I want people to understand 3 options people can escape from this. There's only 3 ways. Jesus is not the answer, and your gods is not the answer either. Okay, your Allahs or whatever you want to believe in. But I'm going to tell you, there's magic out there that you can use. And there's not demons or anything like that whatsoever. So I'll give you a great example. When I was in Ethiopia, I arrived in Ethiopia. As soon as I got into the country, they took my TVs. This might go over 10 minutes. And when they took my TVs, I did not intend to say I want the person who took my TVs to die. I was just joking around. Listen carefully before you laughing, okay? Okay, but just don't meet me in person. You'll be okay. So the person, next thing you know, 10 days later, a person died of great wisdom and logic, whatever. I don't know his name was President Meles in Ethiopia. So I went there and they told me, you can't have this and you can't do this. We taking your TVs. They called me great suffering because I need my TVs as an outlet, a way I can express myself. This is just one of the things that happened immediately. It just doesn't, just like the COVID. Okay, it happened immediately. Everybody's affected by fucking what I do and what I say. Okay, so I try to keep myself away from majority of massive asses. So he died 10 days later. Everybody's welling and shit like that. So is he the ones who's in charge of my TVs? Who put my shit in the confiscated area and shit like that? And her brother, my wife's brother, had to get it out through funds. He had to pay funds. It was like 10,000 births. So he lost money. Okay, he lost money because they took my TVs and they thought my TVs. I said I'm a visitor. I'm a tourist. They're not supposed to take the TVs. And I even asked around, and he said you're a tourist, so they're not supposed to touch it. I said that I'm a tourist. I'm just a visitor. I'm not here on professional business or anything. So I felt that was wrong for them to confiscate my property. Small little TV, had little plugs and everything I possibly needed to keep myself occupied. So next thing you know, the President Melez died. Now, I could tell you a list of things that happened immediately because of me, more, okay? But we're not going to go down the list here. If you explain something to someone and you know your words have power, okay, you make sure you make it clear. Make it clear that I am not an ordinary human being. I bleed like a human being. Just as people believe in Jesus, they don't think he's an ordinary human being. But he died, okay? And I'm saying, same thing I'm saying what Jesus said, you know? You know what happened when Jesus died? The dead rose from the grave, okay? Rocks cracked, okay? Now, there are other individuals with no sins and power too as well in this world. So you got to be careful, peoples, of who you're dealing with. This is why I say I'm only interested in virgins. This is why I say, please, if you want to change your mind later on, you have 3 options. And give a person a way out, okay? So they can free themselves from bondage. The first way is the good way, okay? The way they were supposed to intended to act. The second way is the professional. No, the first way is the wise way. I usually tell them this because the voices be talking to me all the time like, yo, give her a way out because her life is going to be ruined if you don't tell her. And we're going to ruin yours because you fucking with us. Because we're good. We're not the bad guys. That's what they're telling me. The bad guys is only intended to be there. If you hear them, they're to encourage you. Not to actually go follow through with it, motherfucker, okay? If you're schizo, you should not follow through with what the voices actually ask you to do in a wicked way. You're not. We're in a fucking game world. So the first choice is the wise choice. And so you can make the wise choice anything you want, okay? But it shouldn't be something hard for them to make it. Like I told my wife, for example, I said, hey, the wise choice is just to obey me and just do what you're supposed to do as a wife. That's the wise choice. I don't have any sins in my past. God damn it. So we're going to have the second choice is basic professional or the good choice. Professional means that we can just get a divorce or whatever like that, yada, yada, yada. You know, it'll be easy. I won't get angry because when I get angry, a bear may come out and to maul you like Isaiah in the Bible. I am not responsible. Okay, you know, you don't want to make me mad, okay? I'm just saying, we trying to make a way out for your ass, right? Okay, wink, wink, okay, wink, wink. Now, the third way out is the bad choice. I have no power over the bad choice. I have no power what they can do to you. Now, my wife is suffering, you know, she's going to suffer even more. That's what they're telling me. And I said, go ahead and pray to your Jesus. I said, you're mocking me. I am Jesus. I'm right here. Jesus said he has other disciples in this world who are actually born into this world, and you're making fun of me. I have no sins. Why are you praying to a Jesus when I'm right in front of you? I'm the one of your Savior who saved you. And so now she's suffering. I can't help her. When I suffer, she suffers. It's that simple. It's not fucking hard. And when I see that you need help from me and I can't help you, it's out of my fucking hands. I did tell you, yada. So I'm not interested in you if you do these certain types of things. I lay down the foundation of what shall be done. I lay down the foundation what happens if we are not sexually compatible anymore. I lay down the foundation of what happens if we lose our money. What happens if I lost my penis? What if I lay down all those things so you won't be falling on the blind edge of the sword. Because the world is unpredictable. That's what this world is intended to be. Okay, so it's good to actually, you know, just like even on the basketball court with a little kid, when people suffer, they tend to like other people to suffer. That's a bad energy mojo to me. This guy I was just talking to a little while ago, he just went to the mental ward and all this other shit. I'm just like, hey, what happened, man? I'm like, he may had negative intentions. I said to him, I have a magic spell upon me. If you're evil and you really don't like me, you want to hack my accounts or some shit, bad shit will just happen immediately. I just have to say it. I'm just trying to tell you in advance before you try to hack my account, I don't know if he did or not, but terrible shit just happened to him so quickly. I just don't understand it. And it has happened to a lot of people who hang around me. That prevents me from hanging around people. This is why I'm antisocial. This is why I tell every person, please don't make fun of me. Be gentle. We can have fun with each other. We can roast if we're in that mode. But don't try to push me. Don't push me to that limit because you're having problems in your life, because your life will be a living hell. Even if it is, it's going to be even a worse hell. So there are people out there who are miserable and they need that type of attention because that's a fetish to them. I don't care for that. You're just going to suffer. And I'm not involved. It's not my fault. It is your fault. I told you this. If you got issues in your life and you're trying to cause me issues because you don't like what I said, talk to me first, dog. Talk to me. Don't tell this person and defame my character because you don't understand who I am. You can get all of your individuals in trouble, including the one who started it. The one who started it's going to get it worse. So it's important to know what you're talking about before it happens. Okay? And that's what I wanted to say about this video. And if you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put it down below. Always give a person a way out. Don't use magic against people who don't know how to use magic. But you can use defensive magic. And my magic is defensive. Okay? If I say you're going to get harmed, the only way to not get harmed is, okay, I'm giving you a way out from that harm. And so this is a power that I have that I've seen over the years. And some people may laugh at me and say, oh, is this coincidence? Okay, then guys, when I tell you that people die because, and I don't know, someone close to you, someone around you, just be careful, okay? So, I'm not doing my mojo mask. Somebody said, what happened to your mojo mask? Yes, I don't do it all the time. I give off a strange aura and energy. I even try to invite some criminals and talk to people, but they just scared of me and shit. So hey, you kill me, I'm just gonna come back in the next life. And I'll just be like the Avatar or some shit. But other than that, please, guys, okay, if you don't fear death, okay, you talk like the Joker, people will respect you more, okay? Alright? So you gotta be safe and make sure you have some sort of power behind who you are. And most people don't have any power. And that's why I stay away from a lot of people, okay? I'm bad karma to those who are bad energy, okay? But I feed off of negative energy. Okay, so I tend to get the positive results in my life when bad things happen. And this is why I used my wife in a good way to see if she would use me in a bad way. See, dark psychology you want to call it. You can call it whatever you want. Manipulation could be good or bad. If you work at a job, you're manipulating something. You're going outside and you starting your car. That's manipulating something, okay? Understand the terminology of what manipulation means. It doesn't necessarily mean you're tricking someone. Now, to manipulate to a bad cause is something bad, and you may get karma for that. And I'm out. That's all I want to say, you guys, okay? So I'm going to put a special magic symbol on this video so I can actually tag it and say, hey, because I try to warn people, and they tend to still not hear me. I don't know what the fuck is their problem, though. But other than that, peace and love to you, brothers and sisters. Peace and love to you, brothers and sisters. I remember when I started this YouTube shit way back in 2012. I started off like this. Hello to you, werewolves, bats, spirits, other beings in this world who are not of this world, who are here to visit, okay? I used to start off like that. I used to start off creepy, okay? But over the years, I become more evolved in the esoteric knowledge. And I try to put people in their place from a distance. So if you see my energy on this internet, you're the man. The universe has blessed you. If you know me as a friend, okay? Or an associate, okay? But other than that, that's all I wanted to say. Peace.